Hello and welcome back to a new Crypto Market Watch. And as you've probably already seen in the title, today we're going to discuss how I was wrong about Bitcoin and we might be in a bullish momentum right now. Um, let's talk about what's happening. So, as we've talked about before, what I thought is that we were forming this descending triangle. Well, we were actually forming this descending triangle where we had lower highs every time and the same range bound lows. So to make it more clear, these were the highs. We were talking about lower highs and the same range bound lows. So what has happened now, you can see that we've broken this triangle to the upside. And quite convincingly actually. Like before, we've already seen the breakout of the triangle. However, this was due to the Elon Musk Twitter debacle. If you haven't seen that yet, I would suggest you check out Elon Musk's Twitter, where he put Bitcoin in his bio, which caused a huge bump and a huge dump afterwards. However, during this time, you could see that the real price was just not really affected, and this in-between move was, just a short pump and dump. However, now we have an actual price breakout to the upside of the triangle, which might be very bullish for Bitcoin. What usually happens is that we find support at the lower resistance level, which is the upper bound of the triangle, after which we have a huge up move towards some future resistance zones. So what are resistance zones we should look at? Well, we just look at previous tops. One is right here, one is right here, and one is at the all-time high. So what should we expect for Bitcoin in the near future? Well, first of all, I think it will come down to the support zone, and then we will see whether we will hold this support zone or not, or actually we go back into the triangle and we will still see a correction. But if we don't, if we hold this zone and we move further back up, then the zone you should watch is at first 38k, then 40k, and then 42k. And as you see here, these resistance lines and these stops pretty much go to a round number, so that's pretty nice in trading. You can see around these round numbers there's a psychological barrier, and these often are seen as resistance zones. So when we break one, you will see that we will move up to the next one, come back and see whether we will hold it. At any point it could be the case that we fall back below it, or we hold it, and that most likely means that we're going to the next level. And either we break it again or we move up. And this is probably the move you will see in a bullish case of Bitcoin. However, what will happen in a bearish case? So let's say we go down, we test this support and we don't hold it. What will happen then? Well, if you look at the daily, we have just today broken out. However, if we just move back in a few hours, let's say 8 hours, we are back into the triangle, we close and then we go down. This triangle we're talking about remains kind of unaffected, since it could still be that we move to this lower 30k zone, we test it again, and we do break to the downside. And this is the bearish case for Bitcoin. So the thing is, I might be wrong about Bitcoin here. If we have a solid breakout, and that's something we will see when this daily closes. So what I'm watching right now, I'm actually having a long in Bitcoin right now, since I think this zone will hold and we will move up to higher levels. But I'm watching it closely, and when we close below within the triangle, I'm closing my long and watching the market from the side. Alright, so we've discussed the bullish scenario for Bitcoin and also the bearish scenario, where this would be the target zone for Bitcoin. We've also mentioned another target zone, which is the 20-week moving average. Where is that at right now? This week you can see it has moved up again to now 21 28,750. So this zone will play out together with the 20-week moving average if it comes back there within the next 1 or 2 weeks. And looking at the weekly candles right here, it might be unlikely that we will do this. It's something we have to see in the next days. However, I wanted to give this update, and there is a large possibility that I might be wrong about this pattern forming, and I wanted to talk about what this means for Bitcoin. Now moving on to some alts, since Ethereum has been doing pretty well today. It has touched the all-time high line again, hasn't really reached it. However, you can see on Ether BTC, it's forming quite a bullish pattern, and we might see some new highs on Ethereum BTC. Maybe testing this 0.045 resistance line again, but that's another 10% away, which would mean that Ethereum USD will break out in the case that Bitcoin stays the same. Well, when this happens, we will probably see a big breakout to the upside. And let me actually show you here what we have been forming in the last days. I think it's better visible on the 4 hour. We actually have kind of a inverse pattern on what we see on Bitcoin. So on Ethereum we have this resistance level on top, and we see we keep having higher lows instead of the lower highs we see on Bitcoin. So we also have a triangle forming here, but it's in the opposite way, which normally is a bullish sign. So if we do break out this triangle convincingly, together with also breaking the all-time high, I expect something really bullish for Ethereum, where we can get to next levels, which we can't really guess right now where these are, since we are in price discovery mode. Of course, what we can always do is draw a Fibonacci retracement level. Where is it again? It's in these. All the way from the old all-time high to the bottom, and see where our next target is, and in that case our next target would be $22,064. That is quite a reach. That's actually 57% from here. However, it's not unrealistic. I mean, we all know what Ethereum can do. The Ethereum Bitcoin pair is still very low. It's definitely not unrealistic for Ethereum. However, what's really important is that Bitcoin doesn't break below again to these downside levels that we have been talking about, of these 30k levels. Of course, all the other alts, I will make a video very soon about which altcoins I'm looking at, other than Ethereum, because we talk about Ethereum a lot, of course. But in general, altcoins will follow Ethereum. Just some are more bullish and move faster, and some are lagging behind. But in general, Ethereum is dragging the whole altcoin market. Alright, if you like this video, please smash the subscribe button and the like button. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about what I've told you today. And if you would like to trade based on what I'm telling you right here, you can sign up to Bybit in the link into the description. It's a great exchange, and you actually get a $600 bonus if you sign up right now. Alright, that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.